Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the UCONN Huskies taking on the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Of course I get first.
UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense. Not quitting on the play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Going to take a shot at this DB.
Oh, he dropped it, bro. Oh my gosh.
Their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it.
Oh.
Misconnection on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first.
Whew.
Stop him short of the
Stop.
They'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go
Try to move forward. Wow.
dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
A first down for the offense. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running
Bro,
back.
oh my goodness.
Being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Can't believe buddy dropped that pass like that.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Jeez.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air.
Damn, I should have stayed over there.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride, and then turn upfield and use his speed.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give from the gun. And it's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it.
Oh man, I needed that, brother.
Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. Surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's running in the open. He's showing it all.
Let's go, boys.
Gets the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. It's a kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Reels it into the end zone.
Good drive, fellas. Defense stood up and we was able to drive.
Spread you
That's what
sideline
you
to
need to see.
sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting a big touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the
That boy
studio.
in field goal, man.
Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had 0.
Okay, Toledo. Toledo put the brakes on Nebraska. Damn.
Talk about a complete performance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down.
Yeah, let's go.
A lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air.
Oh, I should have stayed with him.
Connection.
I should have stayed with him. Bomba clots.
At the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Huskies with the 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. I read that.
Picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 10.
We can't do that.
And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. One big play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
It was user though. It was user.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
Them users help give you a little advantage.
The UConn offense goes back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to make themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Is this your first user game? Oh, who's your first user game? Oh.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They're bringing heat.
Damn.
What a nifty run there to pick
I didn't
up
know he was
the
moving like that,
It's
huh?
going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up
Oh,
the
this
screen.
man.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This UConn offense really has it going. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll let one go down the right side. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
All right, all right.
Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards. First down.
Great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center.
Why not, man? You might as well.
Just run it back and get the space and make the big game.
Oh.
Most had the completion, just missed it.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Trying to fires toward the end zone.
Oh my God, bruh. Why do they be doing me this way?
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get
Crazy work.
there was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Complete a missed opportunity for the offense.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot.
Man, supposed to capitalize on that turnover right there, man.
Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, looking again to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And he intercepted.
Let's go. We needed that.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target.
I need to turn touchdown this drive.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Quick handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Oh, who's the holding on?
Afterburners coming. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand?
Wow.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
That's crazy.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to pass on second down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach,
All kinds of running room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a
Hey, man, someone missed their assignment, man.
has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around him doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoved back
On the set, on the set.
It's first and 15. Leaves it with the back.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. He leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, he almost hit the kicker.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Breaks the tackle.
This man's a dog.
And the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down.
Claudia's back. I'm not gonna gotta take a little tiny nap because we're outside tonight.
He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first
It's
down.
okay to pour.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try
Claudia's
to
back.
build on what is
I'm not
already
gonna gotta
been
take a little tiny nap because we're outside tonight.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Working that left side now. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, quarterbacks.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll fire.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong person.
And it's incomplete after
Boy, he was
taking a
open.
shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Woo!
And
Good
that
stop.
one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
Fourth down, and the punt team sent it the other way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
Oh man, we left 2 points on the board, man. 2 possessions.
From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The UConn offense goes back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide out in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The Rainbow Warriors will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Barishnikov should be so sweet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Rainbow Warriors are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Warriors! And the punishment has been extended.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being...
Brings it down on the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Give to the running back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Porter. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down. But if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And the Huskies are marching down the field. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First down here for the offense. The give as they work on that clock. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will keep it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, he's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wants to bring it back.
Wrong way, man.
The UConn offense goes back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because, I don't know.
How about this, a fake? And it's caught. Can he get it to the sticks?
Man, everybody loves a fake.
Oh, brother.
And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.